Back in the fall, we flew to Chicago, then drove up past Milwaukee to pick up this 2015 Mustang with only 6,000 miles on it. Today, we are going to make it look like the Mach 1, and we also have a new addition for the back of the Ratrod.
Got a new shirt. Tell me what you think. Something else going on too. Got something for the back of the Ratrod. Kate and I just picked this up from a nice guy nearby in Connecticut. It's a 1963 Puch Allstate. Well, let me correct myself. It's a 1963 Sears Allstate Twingle 250. Two-stroke. They were imported from Austria for Sears in the 60s, and they were sold out of Sears and Roebuck, and they were made by a company called Puch in Austria. I have a memory of this bike when I was a kid because my brother-in-law Bob used to have one. This one here sat as a monument outside this guy's house for years and years and years. It sat on a stump, and till one night someone tried to steal it, so he ended up putting it in his garage, and that's where it sat. He had it I don't know, I think he had it for like 20 years. I thought it would be fitting to put it in the back of the Ratrod. I don't know, it looks pretty cool. Got this chain from a good friend of mine, Cujo, friend of my brother's. Cujo hooked me up with some chain, and I didn't want to use straps to tie it down. I'm like, my brother's like, you need some chain, you need some rusty chain to tie that thing down. So that's, Cujo came through with some chain, and there we go. I put it on a center stand, I pulled it down with some straps, and then I chained it, and then I let the straps up. So it's just not going nowhere. It's pretty firm. Shake the whole truck. But that's a new addition for the back of the Ratrod. I don't know, tell me what you think of the bike. Tell me if you ever seen one of these before. Tell me if you ever seen one of these running. Now you can Google them, you know, and find them, and there's some videos of guys riding them and whatnot. I don't think this is a model that would ever get restored. She's pretty tired. She's motor's stuck. Motor won't turn over. But I mean, anything's possible. But I mainly bought it for the back of the Ratrod here. But anyway, let's get over to these boxes. Let's see what's in these boxes. We got Mustang rear spoiler with gurney flap. I'll cut this thing open. Okay, and this one says Mustang rear spoiler with gurney flap. Looks like it's going to be two pieces. Well, check that out. Yeah, look at that. And let's see what's in this box. This looks like we got some louvers. So yeah, I'll set this camera up. I get these directions out, and see if we can't get these things installed. Panel that goes on the inside of the trunk, I took that off already. These rubber bumpers and the cover for the latch. Took out this plug right here, and I'm gonna get ready to put the template on the trunk. I'm gonna put something in the trunk right here now, so when I do drill the holes, I don't want any of the little metal clippings and whatnot to go in the trunk. You just want to make sure the trunk's clean, and the kit comes with a template, and the template goes on this trunk right here. But before I put the template on, I want to tape the trunk probably like this much all the way around. I don't want to scratch the trunk. Plus, I want to be able to mark the template, or I should say the trunk, and the tape will protect it. So let me get some tape and start taping that up. We'll go one more. Okay. Now you know what? I'm going to throw a little plastic in this trunk. Just throw this piece of plastic in here. And then essentially all we got to do is we only got to put 4 nuts, but we got to drill I think 6 holes. It's got to be perfect. You got to take your time, double check, triple check. You got to cut away all this wherever it's got the X's. I'm going to cut this out. It's a good little template because it shows you the whole location and the size holes that you need. So that's going to be a 3/8 hole, 1/2 inch hole, and a 9/32 hole. Real close. Got a mark right here. That is lined up with the eye of the camera, backup camera. I measured from here to the edge of the trunk, and from here to the edge of the trunk, split it. That's right there. So the template, you got to get a center line here, so I need to get the center line on the trunk. So I put another piece of tape up here on the window, and then I went from across the window to here, across the window to here, found the center, and I even went from the there's a grid right there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a line in the defroster grid. So I went from there to here, and there to here. So I'm dead center here. And then so basically I came from here down to here, and then I did a measurement from the edge of the trunk to here, and the edge of the trunk to here, to make sure that I got it. I got the center line. You can see right here it has is the center line. So you want to make sure you got the center line right. So the template says, you know, line up with the edge of the trunk. What I noticed when I put it up there a few times, I noticed it doesn't quite reach the edge of the trunk. As long as it's equal on both sides, it's kind of what you're looking for. I got the center line lined right up. And then if you look over here on the edge, you can see it doesn't quite make it to the edge. But if you look on this side, you got the exact same situation. Doesn't quite make it to the edge. This is lined up. It's not what I would call a perfect template. I would say it's close. I'm a precision guy, so it would have been nice if this thing went right to the end on both sides. But we got the same amount on each side, so I think we're okay. Maybe there's a 1/16 on that side than this side. Get a measurement. I've double checked my readings or my measurements several times, and everything seems to check out. So I got myself a brand new step drill. It's time to drill. So I marked my put a piece of tape because I don't want to go bigger than 9/32. So let's go ahead and start doing some drilling. 9/32. Okay, now 3/8. I got this little gauge, got this nice little drill gauge. We'll find 3/8. 3/8 is right here. Now, you gotta bear in mind, you want to make sure what's on the other side of this. I don't think it's double wall, but we can take a look. Okay, let's pop the trunk. See what we got going on here. So, there is another wall here. This one, there's plenty of room. That one's plenty of room, but that one, that 1/2 inch one, I don't know. That's a long step. I'm gonna see how that works out. No problem on these. No problem on the 3/8. It's the 1/2 inch ones that I'm a little worried about. Okay, this is a 1/2 inch. This is the one I'm worried about because there's another wall and I think I'm going to reach it. And I did. I hit it. So I don't want to go through that one. Okay, so that's a tricky one because I don't want to go in through the next wall. So we're almost there. Open that, take a look. You can hear all that stuff in there now. We'll have to blow that out with some compressed air. But what I'm talking about is, this is what I'm talking about. You can see that's the hole, but I don't want to go through this piece. So I'm going to have to find something that's a half, see no problem with those. But I'm going to have to find, hopefully I can find, let me look for a 1/2 inch bit. Hold on. Okay, so this one here, 1/2 inch. Well, that's the drilling. Okay.
Hey, make sure you save that template.
Okay. Now we get a trunk with a bunch of holes in it. Like the shiny spots, we got to put some primer on that because we don't want that to rust. I just want to get around the holes just to cover up the bare metal. I'm trying to get just a little bit on top of the paint. I mean, the spoiler's going to cover it. I don't want any, not that this car is probably ever going to see rain, but it's going to get washed. I don't want any rust. Got my holes primered up. Let's set that spoiler on there. All right. Well, moment of truth. Let's see if this thing, let's try fit it here before I take everything. Okay. Looks like a go.
That was a decent amount of tape used and time spent, but this spoiler's looking sweet so far.
Looking good now.
Now that the spoiler's on, Dad has to clean up the Mafia plastic that he put in the trunk.
We got one more piece to put on it. But boy, does that look nice, huh? That looks nice. That sets that right off. So all we gotta do is put the gurney flap on it. So let's put that on. Well, I don't know if you can see this, but it's got a check for the checkered flag. Pretty cool. Made in the USA. Well, I'll get them installed and then maybe I will take one screw out at a time, put a little dab of Loctite on.
The gurney flap is a small lip at the end of the spoiler that increases downforce.
Let me find some Loctite. All right, got some blue. Don't need red. Only need just a tab, a drop.
That Loctite is critical to keep the gurney flap on around the track this Mustang will never go on.
That's a finished product right there. That's a Ford Motorsport rear spoiler with a gurney flap. I gotta tell you, I like it a lot. Changes the whole look of the car. Ryan got some nice louvers, and they basically, it's two halves. I just slipped them together. I got to put this hardware. Got to put this hardware on it. I got to clean the glass, but it's a pretty simple process. So let's start by just cleaning the glass. Just got some alcohol here. And those brackets are going to be like 1, 2, 3.
It is now wax on, wax off time for Robertson. Hi!
So Rye said, he's like, hey, it's a 15-minute job, so the clock's against me. I gotta get it done in 15 minutes. Just put them on there, snug them. It's got these, they call them splints. So the foam one goes in the middle. It's just to reinforce the two halves. I already slid the two halves together. It separates right here. Of course, the biggest part is peeling the red tape. Alright, it's going to take me 15 minutes to peel the tape. There's one. So this literally just make sure this is together, and you just squeeze it together like that.
Now, I didn't come up with the 15-minute time frame. That's what the website said it'd be.
I don't think I should be dock time for peeling the red stuff off. I said it'd beat my 15-minute installation.
Don't worry, I'm not going to dock him time. He still gets all the pay for being my dad.
They recommend you putting it as high up as possible, so when you open the trunk, there's no issues opening the trunk. Let's open this trunk. It's close. Oh yeah, it's close. So I think we cheat it all the way up. We definitely don't want the trunk to hit these guys. Yeah, oh, that's good. That's good. Alright, so what we're going to do, I'm just going to throw a piece of tape right where each bolt is. Take this off and just put that adhesion stuff right in that one area. So let's take this off. Warning: cancer and reproductive harm. I'd recommend you don't eat it. I'm going to put rubber gloves on to even use it. Could we not make anything? Could we not make anything that's not cancer causing, but will also help with adhesion to the window? I don't know. I think I'd rather go with something a little less potent. What's the worst that can happen? The louvers fly off. Basically, it's a sponge and a chemical. And we're just going to put it right here in this area. They just want you to put it where you get that hinge is going to go. And now I got to peel all those. That's got to dry, and I got to peel all those red things off. So I'll be back in like 45 minutes. So we got it all lined up. So once you get it lined up, you stick this on there. And what they want you to do, they actually want you to take the louver back off and just leave the brackets for 24 hours while they stick. Well, that's it. That's the completed look. Spoiler, louvers, aluminum. Same on this one here. So it's got a Ford Performance spoiler with a gurney flap. And it came out pretty nice. Pretty happy with it. Got a new shirt, new Tin King shirt. Maybe you'd like one. I don't know if you saw the episode 20 when Ryan and I went to Wisconsin to get this Mustang. It was a fun trip. It was good. We had a great time together, and we had a blast bringing this thing back from Wisconsin to here to Connecticut. I mean, literally, no respect.